Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Welcome. How are you all doing? What is... welcome, Poi. Logical. Act. Welcome. Welcome. Just playing some Spire today. Nothing to see here, just some Spire. So I was noticing the other day. So yesterday? Yesterday I had to take a nap. And I was like, man, why am I so tired? I don't understand, man. Like, just like every few days, I've been feeling like, oh man, my energy is really just not there, and I'm like tired. Like, what's going on, man? I'm like, he streamed like 13 hours of Chaos Zero the day before this. Oh, maybe that's why I'm tired. You know what? I didn't think about it that hard, but you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. This is truly 6 or 7 runs, then it'll take 10 hours at your usual pace unless you die immediately, which is highly likely. I'm not doing 6 or 7 runs. 6, 7 is just, it's just a thing to say. I only put rage bait, clickbait in the shorts titles. So, no, we'll probably play 1 or 2 runs. And that's literally the plan for today. I have to go after 2 hours, so like we're not really, probably not going to be live for super long. Streaming for long hours will drain your soul. It's more like I'm old. Like, I don't know if anyone has had the experience of like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna play this video game. I'm gonna stay up and play this video game for a really long time because like I want to get to the end of the story or what, I don't know, right? Staying up, playing video games, and then the day after you're like, oh man, that was awesome. You're not like tired and creaky and like need to take a nap because your brain doesn't work. So yeah, I think I was like, well, what did I expect after playing video games for 13 hours? I mean, it's kind of the same if I'm like editing the entire day too. But I've finally, on my checklist of things that tell me that I'm old to myself, I have decided to actually use the standing part of my standing desk. If I remember to use it. Apparently, it's recommended to stand a little bit every hour. So now I can actually do that. Because I checked the wiring for all my setup and stuff, and it's actually not that bad. The only problem is that my PC is on the ground. So my headphones up to my head is like not... that doesn't work very well. But I can plug my headphones into my microphone. It's just the audio quality is worse, and also, unfortunately, the audio through my... like, through DaVinci Resolve is, like, not good. Do you have wired headphones? Yes. I exclusively use Apple EarPod headphones. Those are, like, the only headphones that I use. Or earphones. I don't know if people make that distinction still. Yes, because over-the-ear headphones, like the small suctioning that they usually do, like, fucks with my, like, how do I say it? It's like ears, nose, pressure, or whatever. It's, like, uncomfortable, and it gives me headaches. So I can't use those. I really don't like the headphones that, like, go into your ear canal, like, at all. Those are terrible. I don't know how anybody fucking uses those. And, yeah, and, like, the generic Apple EarPods are, like, they just have, like, the highest quality audio. Like, literally, the like you can set the audio quality right, and it's like some they just don't, like the speaker just doesn't literally can't play good audio. So yep, that's it. They break very frequently, and it's quite frustrating actually. I finally decided, instead of buying like 6 to keep on a shelf, that I instead I bought like warranty or whatever for this one. So when this one breaks, I'm just gonna be like, hey, please get me a new one. I have a headset that has a USB dongle that plugs into the PC, so it's not Bluetooth, but they're wireless. True. Yeah, I'm not really sure about wireless stuff. Like, I've thought about it before. But I don't know about the audio quality. Like, I'm concerned about the audio quality. Because, like, wired, to my understanding, can, like, carry a wired signal really well because it's a wire. But if it's like below audio quality of a wired thing, then I'd be not as interested in it. I've never had complaints myself of the audio quality. Yes, but can it? Here, what is the thing that it plays at? Because my understanding of this is that, like, this is inclusive to the frequencies that it can play. So I have my speakers set to 192,000 hertz, 24-bit. Sample rate and bit depth. All I know is that when this number is lower, the audio sounds worse. And on certain headphones, I cannot select this quality. So if it's lower than that, then that would suck. But yeah, I do think that the biggest crime or unfortunate thing about my situation is that I cannot use over-ear headphones. Because I would love to. They always, like, looked good. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I want to use, like, those things. Like, those things look good. I used to have a... I used to have a set that had, like, foam coverings. It's, like, kind of old. Like, pretty fucking old. And those used to be really good. But, like, those don't exist anymore, I don't think. It's just raw don't exist. So. Yep. Alright, hello, welcome. Welcome. Probably gonna place a flag bearer. And then we're going to... Yeah, that's the plan. Plan is to place a flag bearer. Flag bearer? Flag bearer? It's a nice transition. Thank you. That is done by... I think it should be in the description, actually. If it's not, then I should add it. Oh, I think I only have the waiting screen. No, Stinger transition. Mokuse 0516. They did the transition. It's the one thing that I remember being like, oh, it's a little bit unintended, but also, like, it's kind of funny. So the transition, like whacks you guys in the face with the flag. And when I did the storyboarding for it, my thought was, like, it was more like a camera movement rather than, like, me whacking you guys with the flag. Was that, like, I did, like, a hand on hip pose, like a look at me, very heroic, wow, looking like a idiot, dumbass even, and then I did a little spin, and then when I did the spin, the banner would, like, naturally cover the camera by zooming in. But the way that they interpreted that prompt was instead that I beat the shit out of you guys with the flag, which I think is really funny. But yes, it's good. It's good. Okay. So we're gonna play Flag Bearer. That's it. You know, I feel like as I play this character more, I really am feeling like I just made another OP character. Like, oh no. Oh no, we're just killing everything in Act 1 and it's very easy. Oh no. Do I want to shop early? We could probably just jam 2 elites with this bonfire in the middle and then, like, maybe go up here and then we can either, like, do the elite or go to the shop. There's... This one has, like, an early shop. It has no bonfires between these elites. And this one... These paths are similar. I guess we could do three encounters first, rather than 2 question marks. I think that's probably better. I recently started taking a choice of rare colorless card rewards sometimes when I see it, hoping for Hand of Greed. I'm currently on a run where I have 560 gold leaving Act 1 because of it. Yeah, Hand of Greed's pretty good. Like unironically, early Hand of Greed is good. For real. How was the expensive ramen flour? So I did not order any expensive ramen, but I will probably be getting food before I go to... before I go to my LGS today. So, to say this mod is in good need of more Decade influence, yeah, you're right. I mean, I should just put the Decade stuff into this mod, and I feel like that would probably improve it. Light Beam is Strike Plus, if we want to take it. We have, like, a couple more encounters. Also, like, I mean, it's sort of a problem, and it's like, I wanted this to not be the case, but also with the understanding that this is basically, like, Flag Bearer for Slay the Spire 2 beta. Like, this is not... This isn't a real mod, guys. I hate to break it to you. But we're gonna have to nerf everything once we get the Slay the Spire 2. Command down to 2x2. Like, Seraphic Bolt down to deal 3 damage or something. I don't know. I think it's deal... Is it deal 4? Yeah, it's 4 right now. It might make it worse. Anyways. I don't want to take the Temporal Spikes. So we dodged the Light Beam and now we have that. So, you walk through some of the mechanics. I have tuned into some streams before, but I haven't really seen a breakdown of the mechanics, if you don't mind. Okay. So, I mean, we've only really been playing this for, like, what, a couple weeks now? So, one of the main buffs that the character gives is Inspiration, which is just Flexterity. So, you know, you have basic scaling and multi-hits that are good. Might actually remove Defend. We're not exactly on the most amount of damage here. Yeah, so this card has Time Sickness. Time Sickness is draw cards, like, less cards next turn. Yeah, I think when I initially keyworded this in Flag Bearer 1, the point was that, like, I didn't want to write on every single card, like, draw this many cards less next turn. So we just gave it, like, a flavorful keyword. Seraphic Bolt is whenever whenever an enemy has 4 or more Seraphic Bolt, you deal 4 damage to that. So there's just a set damage modifier that has some scaling with certain uncommons, and you apply Seraphic Bolt if you are planted per each hit. Or the relic gives you, like, 3 Seraphic Bolt on your first attack. So, that was a Seraphic Bolt trigger. This will apply 1 Seraphic Bolt, and then if I do 3 more hits, it'll deal 4 damage. So, the other... Like, one of the main mechanics is duration effects, so these are effects that last for the turns equal to the duration of the thing. Auramite is the like effect that starts in the base deck, which is you gain 1 inspiration and then apply 1 Seraphic Wrath. Notably, the duration effects, most of the duration effects enhance in some way, or at least the main non-rare ones. So Oromite becomes enhanced after 2 turns, and then you have like enhanced Oromite for however many turns you had, like however many turns you have as you flip over to enhanced Oromite, which didn't used to work like that, but in that form, you get 2 Seraphic Wrath for each hit. So like times 2's your scalar or whatever. Suspend is one of the other mechanics, which is just effects that happen next turn. So the general idea is that you have powerful effects that give you time sickness, and then you can use suspend effects to compensate for the mal effects of time sickness. Or at least that's how it's supposed to work in theory. Some people don't like suspend. And I think that the reason for that is because, like, next turn is really, really far away. And I noticed that in Flagbearer 1. But yeah, like, suspend, like, next turn is, like, really, really far away. Yeah, you have built-in, like, effectively zero-cost hologram into the base deck. And it's because I wanted, like, recursion to be a really important part of playing the character. So you can, like, command, gain your 3 duration or whatever. On the turn right before you flip over to Enhanced Oromite, you can retrace the command to have it in your hand to either reset the duration or have it available for the next turn. Yeah. It's like, recursion, value, girdle, duration effects. This gives you 3 block, or 2 times 2 block if it's enhanced. So using next turn as a resource is fun. Yeah, I think it's interesting, but also, like, to be completely honest with you, I think it's, like, somewhat impractical. It's really hard to balance mods because it feels good to win, so when you're testing and you win, but not by too much, you feel like, yeah, that's nice. But I'm not the best at the game and lose a lot with the other characters, so winning with my character probably means it's too strong. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because it's, like, kind of weird. I think like, one of the biggest design constraints that I've run into, like, making this character in both iterations is that, like, gaining strength is just really good, and gaining dexterity is just really good. So when you gain strength and dexterity at the same time, and that's your, like, character's main mechanic, like, you draft 1 inspiration on this character and you basically solve Act 1, which is, like, I mean, I don't really know what to say about that, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I don't, like, 1 to 2 Flexterity is really good, and, like, they're a buff character, like, they're effectively, like, a dirtily control buff character that, like, sits there and can, like, block really well and resolves, like, a bunch of powers, and then after you've resolved all those things, you're, like, super winning the game. Like, that's the fantasy, right? Because you become this unstoppable monster with Seraphim form, and you can, like, never die. Because Seraphim form, the form card on this character, is you gain flight, like bird flight, so you take 50% less damage until you take damage, which is basically just Wraith form, to be completely honest with you. Except it's, like, infinitely extendable Wraith form because of things that say extend. I'm pretty sure in most of the runs that I've assembled Seraphim form plus, like, 1 maintain leyline, there was, like, no chance of me dying ever, and I just won. And I'm like, like, I guess, man. I guess it's really good. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the current iteration. Like, I enjoy playing it, but there are some things that, like, I don't really know how you would actually solve them. Like, for a character that's supposed to be a control character, I do a lot of upfront damage in Act 1. You know what I mean? Like, I do a surprising amount of upfront damage for someone who's supposed to be a control character, right? Which is awkward. And then, as I said, it's kind of like, well, if your game plan is resolve, Aurelian, and Inspiration and win the game, like, that's kind of rough. Duration 3 Aegis? Well, it's not gain 3 Aegis, right? So, like, duration is the keyword that implies how the thing works, right? Like, duration effects are a turn-based effect, so they tick down by 1 every turn. And also they interact with, like, they can only ever be set to 3. Or 4, or whatever it says. So gain 3 Aegis would be, like, you can play it for 3, and then you get, like, you go to 3. And then theoretically, if you played another Aegis, it's like, oh, am I supposed to gain 3 more Aegis? It's like, you don't. You only ever get set to 3, maximum. So you get 3 turns of the buff. There are ways of extending that, but yeah. We might actually pick Aegis. I feel like I haven't been offered, like, I got offered the light beams, and I was like, I don't know if I really feel like playing light beam today, and now I'm getting punished because I don't have a strike plus for this elite fight. So I'm wondering what we're gonna do about that. I'll probably need to play the March of Time at some point, even though it's probably not that good. Gain up to 3 Aegis. I don't think that would imply what the keyword says, though, right? Like, this has duration on it so that it can explain what duration does, right? So gain up to 3 Aegis doesn't tell you what duration does. And then if duration is, like, stapled onto Aegis and Pulse and Auramite, then that's a little inconvenient. March of Time is terrible in this combat. Yeah, like, it's just a keyword, right? And, like, this character has a weird keyword that pertains to gaining powers because, like, you get temporary powers. So that kind of just be what it do, you know? I actually tried doing temporary powers the first time I made Flagbearer. It just, it didn't really work out. Like, the cards were kind of bad. And I'm kind of glad that I came to, like, a better way to do them. Which, like, one of the biggest problems was that, like, playing the powers again didn't really give you much benefit. But I think that having, like, duration being 3 turns is surprisingly something that you actually need to upkeep. And then, like, upgrading it to 4 is pretty good at having it for, like, most of the fight if you play it twice. So it's like, if you play it twice, you have somewhere between 4 to 7 turns, depending on when you activate it, if you've upgraded it, which is, like, a lot of the fight for a lot of fights. Oh, I only had... Okay, well, never mind. What's up, Rue? What is up? Yeah, I saw your Twitter DM, and then I wanted to respond by saying, yeah, it sounded like FaZe had some stuff going on, but I don't know. I don't know if I really have opinions. Are you sure you want a hug from me? That's like, do you normally like hugging brick walls? I don't know if I can help you. It's 5. Sup, Mohammed? How are you doing? Sanctuary. Am I Sanctuary right now? I really, like, want a strike, and I don't have one. So am I taking Divine Wrath to do more damage? I don't know, man. I guess Temporal Spikes means that it's easier to trigger Seraphic Wrath. So we can take Divine Wrath and upgrade Command. Okay. I don't know what that is, but probably not. Mohammed, I'm sorry. Okay, apropos of the run I'm playing, are you sure Reorganize should only have Time Sickness 1? Because it triggering on the same turn means that while you don't draw an extra card, next turn you go neutral. Reorganize should have Time Sickness 2 on it. Unupgraded, it's Time Sickness 2. Upgraded, it's Time Sickness 1. So you're supposed to be -1 on the first turn. It's Time Sickness 2. And then it upgrades to 1. Also, I think that Brutality and, what's the other one? Brutality and the other one, like the one that splits those effects into 2, are both 0 cost. It's possible that, like, because it does both, like, that's just very strong. Maybe it, like, doesn't need the energy on it, honestly. Because what I wanted to do with the card was that, well, first of all, like, I felt like the character needed energy, just in general. Like, you end up with so much, like, 2 and 3 cost and whatever the hell. Like, stuff gets really expensive. And I'm like, okay, maybe they need some energy so that they can do that. And then maybe it doesn't need the card draw. You could pay like Time Sickness 1 for like gain energy next turn. So the other half of what this is supposed to do is that it synergizes with Dimension Walker, so that you can like have a suspend effect for free. And all the other like card draw things, or like there's a rare power that usually synergizes with like one of the keys of the character. So, like, lose HP is a trigger. Like, discarding a card is a trigger. I think Machine Learning doesn't have a thing. Except for the fact that it is a power, so that's, like, a trigger, technically. Shit hit the fan a little. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't really have opinions. Unfortunately, I'm not really the opinion guy. Yeah, I mean, you know, sky doesn't need to be falling or whatever. Stuff happens. I was upgrading Command and hoping to not die to Knob, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. The thing is, like, getting card draw and energy at the same time and also double proccing Suspend is, like, it is very good. Yeah. So I'm not sure. It's like, I didn't want to make just a card draw power. I felt like the character needed energy. So, like, would the character trade a turn of Time Sickness for energy? But then they don't have a card draw power. So it's like, do I have to make a card draw power then? Or are they just allowed to get card draw and energy because they're like a control character? I'm not sure. Oh. We are probably dead. We aren't dead. Let's go! Hey, look, it's reorganize. Why don't we pick reorganize? I actually don't even know if it's good here, but we'll take it. Okay, now we're dead, unfortunately. God damn it. So unlucky. She slayed my Spire till I flag-beared. It's a crazy thing to say, bro. Can't just be talking about them slaying your Spire on stream. Well. See, unfortunately... Unfortunately, I declined 2 strike pluses and then I got punished, so... Feels bad, man. Okay, go left. You right, my bad? Yeah, you can't just be talking about that, man. Like, yeah, dude, I totally had I had a crazy amount of Spire slaying yesterday, as I do like every day, because I'm just like, dude, I'm slaying Spire every night, man. Alright, I'm sorry, you have to be banned for that one. That joke expired ages ago, bro. Really sorry, man, but you gotta get out of here. That's it's not good. Are you winning yet? We lost our first run. And it was my fault. I mean, I got unlucky after, but I felt like it was my fault. I probably should not have been messing around with skipping strike pluses when I only had 3 encounters. That was probably on me. Okay, we won't skip strike plus this time. I really want to take the time fissure, but I know that it's probably not enough damage to beat an elite. So I think we have to take the recall present, unfortunately. Remember, chat, if you fail, it's never your fault. That's always the playing game. You know, I don't know, man. I feel like... That feels like a hard way to live, you know what I mean? Feels rough. Always someone else's fault. When will you learn? Your actions have consequences. Do I take a haste? That sounds kind of dope. I think I want to take, like, haste plus recall crescent. Just played overlap with 1 stack of regular pulse and end up with 2 stacks of enhanced pulse. I think that's correct. Because you extend first, right? So if you have regular pulse, you extend, go to 2, and then you enhance it. Right? Should it not set to 3? Oh, it probably should. Enhance, then 3. Yes, you are correct. Yeah, overlap is currently, like, hard-coded to give you +1 of whatever, because resolving extend and duration at the same time just doesn't work. So I, like, hard-coded a bunch of stuff so that it would give +1 duration, effectively. So if you use it at 3, it'll give you 4. But, yeah, I guess I need to compare it against 3. That'll get fixed eventually. When I played it with 2, it set it to 4. Yeah, extend to 3. Ooh, and then I guess it's doing like extend to 3 duration. No, that doesn't make sense. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to fix overlap as a card, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean it's like a weird code thing. It's not like intentionally making one give you +1 or not. Also, I mean, like, wouldn't it be 3 if you played it with 2? Because it should be extend by 1 first. So you have 2 stacks, extend to 3, and then enhance it, which means that you should be at 3. The case is for when you are at 3, and then you extend it to 4, and then you get 4. That was like what the hard-coded stuff is for. But evidently it's just not working, so... Yeah. The problem is that, like, it takes the... Like, as soon as all the abilities are on the stack, it takes the values of whatever it grabbed when it put itself on the stack. So you can't modify the value of something and then, like, via extend and then, like, change it. So, like, the duration code works weirdly there. I'm sure there's a way to fix that. I'm gonna take this haste because I want to. Great haste. Hmm. That's unlucky. Oh, I guess I should have still reset the thing. Because now I'm at minus 2, minus 2. Jesus. Bagger prep is nice. Hmm. Just tried a new anime called Dead Account. Look, I usually appreciate anime's lack of subtlety and desire to put symbolism everywhere, but having main female weapon be a parasocial pistol? What? What do you mean parasocial pistol? Like, what? What the fuck does that even mean? So now what are we doing? We have multi-hit and multi-block. I feel like it's a little early to take this Divine Aura. Let's upgrade it. Wait, am I gonna die? You know what? I can rest here first. I once again did not reset my haste. I keep thinking like, oh yeah, I don't have to play that, so I won't play it. And it's like, no, it's just good. You should probably just be playing it. Like there's almost no reason to not play it. Seems good. Trap social, what? Oh no. I mean, I don't know what this anime actually is. I like to block here. Yep. Manifest Chaser seems good. We're going to have Divine Aura plus Enhanced Aura Might, and then have 7 billion, 1,000, quadrillion procs, and then they're gonna obliterate themselves into the next dimension. And I will do 7 bajillion damage. Darn, it's not dead. Yeah, hey, it's dead! Let's go! Essentially, it's a shonen, but the characters have abilities based on what they do online to fight monsters. Oh. I see, I see. Yeah, that would make sense with Parasocial Pistol, huh? I guess that would make sense. We're gonna pick Temporal Step to have better block next act. And I think upgrading Command is good. So that we can have more turns of Enhanced Aura Might. Just take 1 billion damage here. Do I play this haste? Next turn we can command chasers. Guess I don't have to. We can wait. Girl fought against a Reddit mod-like creature, not really good. But sometimes I just want shonen trash, and I really appreciate them trying to spin in it? Just became hilarious. Well, I mean, yeah, it's like, the shonen trash is, like, fun because it's just this goofy, like, it's a spectacle. Like, the fun is watching this crazy spectacle of a thing, right? And I think that's fine sometimes. We love shonen trash. Yeah, like, I would probably watch shonen trash if I had the time, but I don't. Yeah, Manifest Chasers is a fucked up card. It's Fucked up card. It's really fucked up. Oh, hey, we can pick the bugged card. Maybe if I pick the bugged card, I'll feel like fixing it. So I picked the bug. It's funny because I actually don't even think it's correct here. I think I want to pick Sanctuary. So, what's the deal with Pulse and things like Mercury Hourglass triggering Aura Shatter? It's very unintuitive. Aura Shatter is... How does Aura Shatter read? First I'm gonna think about what I'm picking here. I could pick a second Divine Aura, and that'd be really funny. I don't know if that's good. I actually think that's bad. Also, I need block. Doors boxing. This is 5. Your first attack each turn. Yeah, so Aura Shatter is coded that when you do damage, it applies vulnerable. So I'm assuming that because Pulse and Mercury Hourglass do damage, as long as it is not whatever, it does it that way. I think that's like easily fixable. Because the normal filter for that, I think, is doing non-thorns damage. And I think actually the reason why that was like that is because originally Momentum Swipe was coded as thorns damage. And I wanted Aura Shatter to still trigger on that card. But that was fixed a while ago, so... Aura Shatter. I feel like I'm never going to be able to finish a run of Flagbearer on stream. Okay. On attack. On attack, if this is not used, and then this should also be damage info type. And damage info type, damage type is it not thorns? Damage type dot thorns. As long as it's not thorns. Why does this not work? There's a precedent for this. What am I looking at? Oops. So I think Envenom has stuff for this. Envenom is as long as the damage is greater than 0 and target is not the owner, and info that damage type is normal. I think that is what it's supposed to be. There are no longer any cards that are keyed as loss of life, so this should work. Okay. And damage is greater than 0. Oh, actually, it shouldn't have and damage is greater than 0 because it doesn't matter if you... It doesn't matter if... if you've done damage, it just says your first attack does it. Well, that's probably correct. Is there a way that I can fix overlap quickly? Okay. So overlap is you extend one, which would put 1 to 2, and then duration would set it to 3. Yeah, and currently it's if you have the power, you get +1. Or it should be. But it does it as an Aegis action. So it should be... Otherwise, just do the normal amount. Okay, hold on a second. I think I'm taking energy. Take Sozu. I think we can, like, branch from this point and then potentially, like, bonfire or fight the elite, and then there's, like, a bunch of bonfires here, which feels safe to me. And I can potentially upgrade stuff if I need to upgrade stuff. Or we can, like, shop and then have stuff to upgrade, which is also possible. Okay. Hello, avocado. 5770. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so currently we have the thing, which means that it should queue the action +1. So it would extend to 2. What do I think this is supposed to do? It'll extend to 2, and then it will send Aegis +4. So this should set it to 4, I think. Which doesn't make sense, right? It should put it to 2, and then make it 3. It just gets 2. Why does it only get 2? Would overlap basically always be setting itself to 3? If you have the power, then it should... Because the idea is that if you have the power, it's whatever the thing is +1. And then if you don't, then you just get it at 3. Because it's not extending anything. If you have the enhanced power, then it just works. It should just work. Okay. Overlap has such awesome reminder text. Yeah, because it just has like 7 billion lines of text on it. It's really funny. That's so awesome. Yeah. I mean, that was the point of the card. Point of the card was put everything on it. Compiling. Wow, it's taking a long time to compile for some reason. There we go. Alright, let's see if we have fixed the problem. I guess we can also check Forest Shatter at the same time. Okie dokie. Oh. That gives me 3. This should give me 3, I think. It gave me 4. Why did it give me 4? 2. I think I know why it gave me 4. Okay, I think I know. But I would like to check the other ones first. I think actually now it's actually just always going to give 4. Does he know? Do I know what? Oh, I probably should have played the overlap. So I think what it does now is if I go to 1, it should give me 4. Probably. Yeah, okay. Okay. With 900 gold, that's so funny. Yeah, Hand of Greed's really good, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Well, if I were to drop $19, would that be enough to make you do an Epic 7 stream for one day? You need to suffer for like one stream. I don't know. I think the problem is that like I actually just don't really have the time. But I guess I also don't need to be playing Flag Bearer. But I like playing Flag Bearer. I don't know when I would schedule it, because there's Chaos Zero Metroid Prime. Like, I could do 2 hours of Epic 7 on Saturday before or after, probably before we play Baldur's Gate. I don't mind doing that. That would require me to download the game and like make an account and stuff. Okay, so if I have the Aegis power, and this should only happen if it's below, if it is, if the amount that you have is 3. It should only trigger if it's 3, otherwise it's working as intended. So if you have the power, and then if that power is 3 or greater. Oh, if it's greater than 3, then duration shouldn't be set to 3. This will always set it to 4. Okay, I think I... Okay. Okay, I think I got it. That will work. Okay. Looks like we're playing Epic 7 tomorrow, I guess. I don't... Shit, thanks for the super rants. Super good. I can download it through the stove launcher, right? Okay, if player get power, this power amount. If the amount is equal, amount is equal to 3, then it should be, the amount should be +1. If it's greater, then it shouldn't do anything. Oh, but it's gonna check 3 before it gets the... No, this is the correct thing. Sorry, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick and then come back. I didn't know we could just bribe Flower to play games. Yes, I am poor. I will do things for money. It depends, like, what the thing is. This seems fairly low committal, but yeah. For example, like Poi sponsored the Silent Hill F playthrough, and it needs to be like a little bit of overlap. Like I was willing to. It sounded like the Silent Hill F was probably going to be like an important piece of media to Poi based on the author. So I was like, okay, sure. Like let's experience this thing because it sounds like it's important to you. And then it ended up being a good playthrough. So there's like context and it depends, but yeah, like I will do stupid things for money because I'm broke. Okay, I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So okay, if you have 5 Aegis, then extending it and then queuing the Aegis action should not do anything. So if you have Aegis on 7, and then you queue duration, and then you send a duration of 4, and it's 7, then it won't do anything by virtue of how duration works. So that works. If it's 3, then it'll be 4. Because that makes sense. And then in any other case, it'll be just like 7 if you already have 7. If it's 2, then it'll be like... Yeah, if it's 2, you extend to 3, then duration for 3. If it's 1, you extend it to 2, and then the duration is just 3. So I think this should actually work. This probably works. Such an awkward card. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. We play an overlap. We get 3. Overlap on 2 should be 3, right? It'll extend to 3 but then become 3. It didn't enhance. Why didn't it enhance? Wait, what? Wait, why did that happen? What? If you have the power, then do this. Otherwise, do the... Wait, what? 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 Wait, how did that happen? I'm so confused. Why did it not enhance? Wait, why didn't it enhance? What the fuck? What? That's a lot of gold play. Congratulations. Wait, I'm so confused. Why did it only not work on 2? So I think on 2 it extended. Check the colorless card section. I mean, why am I doing that? Was it because Echoing Heartbeat is still there? Because it didn't get removed? Okay, so that works. Why does it not work on 2? It's Guardian Protocol. Okay, so that works. Why is it not enhancing now? That's so weird. Hmm. Oh. What even is that? I think that might be Echoing Heartbeat. It's very interesting. Oh, no, that's there. Wait, so what even is this? I don't even have anything there. Focus doesn't exist. Probably, like, remove these things, huh? Okay, so I don't know why it's because it is queuing an Aegis action. Like it is just doing that. So why is the other part of this broken? It's equal to 3. Then do an Aegis action with or 4 instead of. So if the amount is 4, and then the amount is less than the amount that's currently there, then apply the power. Yeah, I mean this is very complicated. I do not know why it is not doing the thing. Let's take us. Oh, is it just not doing it? It might just not be doing it. It might just like not be doing anything. Yeah, oh okay. So I'm dumb as fuck, that's why. Okay. Else. This does need to have an else. I was assuming that it was gonna pass to the next thing, but it doesn't. Because why would it do that? That doesn't make sense. Okay. To have 2 separate else's for this. Yeah, it's unfortunate that overlap is such like a broken ass card. It's just like so it's like I'm sure there's a way to like fix how the queue works. Like I was considering putting the maintain leyline action code and the Aegis like pulse update code all into like a unique action called the overlap action so that it resolves correctly. And I basically ended up doing that anyways based on like writing all of this code. So it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So now it should work, I think. Because it was like basic conditional stuff. It was like, okay, well, if you're at 3, then do the thing. But if you're not, then just don't do anything. It's like, wait. Excuse me. So now I think it should work. Hopefully. So now if we're at 2, it'll extend to 3 and then set itself to 3. Okay, that works. It's at 1, it'll extend itself to 2 and then set itself to 3. And then if you're at 3, it should be 4. We go to 1. Now we should be 3. Yeah, so it ticked up to 2. We saw it tick up to 2, and now it's 3. Now we just need to check if on 3 it works. Fucking, my hand is full. Incredible. And now that sets itself to 4. So it looks like it's fixed for now. We'll push the update just so that it can be pushed. I mean, like, I severely doubt that there was... I don't know, was there anyone here who was specifically here to watch me play Flagbearer? Get the sense that the answer to that is probably nobody. We came here for lay the Spire. What the? You want me to lay the Spire? Why am I laying with the Spire? We haven't even gone on a date yet. The annoying thing about, like, sending updates, just for the record, is that, like, the description is... Putting the description on the uploading file is, like, kind of awkward, so instead I have a text document that I copy-paste on the Steam page whenever I upload the thing. It's just annoying. This one... Flagbearer 2. Man, it'd be so funny if I just uploaded Flagbearer 1 to the Flagbearer 2 page, and it's like, by the way, we're... April Fools, guys, we... Flagbearer 2 is actually just Flagbearer 1. Got him. Okay. Let's, do this one. And change notes. Which one fixes one overlap? Correctly gives duration one. Oh, I didn't actually check to see if Aura Shatter is fixed, but I'm like 99% sure it's probably fixed. Shatter no longer applies vulnerable on points damage type. Okay. I mean, like, Overlap being one of the most powerful suspend cards, in my opinion, probably just one of the strongest rares. Like, fixing that was probably important. Why is stream blacked out? Because the game isn't open. So usually when the game isn't open, it won't show on the screen. You guys can't look at my desktop. It's filled with degeneracy. And by degeneracy, I mean, like, several documents of personal information, so probably can't accidentally show my desktop. Probably can't do that. I just want Mommy Lyria update. I mean, so here's the thing, like, I was really excited for Slay the Spire 2 because it said, like, they said they wanted to have better modding infrastructure. So if I can put a live 2D model as the character model here, because, like, as of right now, it's currently quite difficult to add character animations, because I am not a skilled programmer. So being able to just implement a live 2D model, if it's, like, easier to do stuff, then that would be sick. I don't even remember what I was doing this run. I think I had, like, haste and 2 divine auras. No, I skipped the second divine aura. Because I was like, I probably need to respect the fact that I'm going to be doing other things. Should probably, like, you know, do that. Are there nudes? No. No nudes. And then we did 7 billion damage. As opposed to the stream normally, which isn't degenerate at all. Because it's not! I am a very say-so, super normal streamer. And the fact that you'd even imply that I'm anything else is, like, frankly insulting. Like, that's just not very nice. So much damage. Boneless Rapier is probably good. My Apparitioning. Yeah, 35 HP ain't that bad. We were at like 45, 40 or something. Sequencing. Here's the background, one of them hentai pics. No. I think my background was just like Polaris for a really long time. The afternoon energy drop is hitting, damn. I've been feeling that the last number of days. Ooh, Temporal Guard is sick. We can hide apparitions with Temporal Guard, that feels good. Do I want bites? I feel like I go down to like 20, 24 max HP. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm willing to fight an elite. Also feeling my slip from the other day, damn. That's a feels bad. Yeah, I think the one thing that I'm not looking forward to as I become even more decrepit than I already am is that it's like falling over is just bad. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, don't fall over, that's bad. It's like, what do you mean by that? Sequencing. Holy damage, Batman. Ooh, 2 Formless Rapiers is probably gas with Divine Aura. Drain Time's probably good. So is Apotheosis. So is Flash of Steel. These are all pretty good. Sidearm is also probably really good. I'm unfortunate that I was accident prone as a child, so I got it out of my system, damn. Yeah, it's funny. I could actually probably change my desktop background to Flaris again. It's currently just a person running on a beach. Like, it's one of the default backgrounds. The reason why it was a default background was because I had to share my screen for work. So if I ever, like, shared my screen and then it was Flaris in the background, then, like, I didn't want there to be any risk. You know? It's probably Drain Time and Flash, but the Tori would be tempting me a lot here. I thought about changing my background for a while, but I don't want to answer questions about it. Yeah, it's like, I just, you know. They're like, oh, who's that character? And then I have to be like, you know. Less so with apparitions, I suppose. Yeah, I think we're fine. Like, Drain Time is good. I actually don't know if Drain Time is actually, like, even that good in this deck. Like, Haste, I guess. Haste, Drain Time is good. Flash is also good. Remove card is also good. I really don't think we need Apotheosis. Excuse me. I kind of want the sidearm. Sidearm is also just good card draw. Helps us hide apparitions. Can I just buy all of this? I can't. I couldn't also take the card remove, unfortunately. I'm gonna upgrade one of these just in case there's problems. Do I need Aura Kelcum? It's like good if I don't play a block and then have an apparition. But yeah, I mean like that's probably good enough. Like probably fine enough. Creating drain time to be heal 8 is actually a lot more than 5. Because we only have 35 max HP. Another shop. Now we can sell. Hand of Greed. Whoa! Do we take Aura Shatter? The thing is, we do so much damage. Like, I don't think we need an Aura Shatter. I think I just remove, like, a strike. So we drafted a lot of attacks. Okay. Paste. This is Hide Apparition. Probably kill this thing just so that there's a chance of it not attacking me next turn. Well, I guess we didn't care if it attacked me next turn because we had, like, we hid the apparition. Oh, I had Ice Cream, so playing it didn't... I could have had an extra energy. It's like we could get Echoing Pulse. But like Echoing Pulse, Divine Aura that doesn't like really do that much additional currently. This is just 12 plus. We still have case 12 plus 6. It's 15 that kills this thing. It's 18 because of the... No, it's 21. That does actually... Plus we have 1, so I think this works. Oh, we also had a momentum swipe. So we can actually still play this. I think my math was just, like, completely wrong with all of that. We're gonna hide both of these. Or just one? We can discard the other one. Yeah. I guess we're gonna draw it with Formless Rapier. I should have, like, sequenced the Temporal Guard last or something. Well, I drew these 3 cards off the thing, so... Yeah. I only draw 1 card. Then I can do it like this. Oh, what? So the second card gets put... That's weird. Well, I mean, it's fine, but... Yeah, I'm used to... Second card goes... It is second from the top. Man, if we had a Divine Wrath, this would be pretty broken. Is Reorganize good? I mean, we have ice cream, so I think the extra energy off of this, even if we don't spend it, like, always gets stored, which is, like, pretty good. First card in goes on top of the deck first, and so ends up second from the top. The way I remember it is the card closest to the deck goes in first. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, I had Divine Aura. How many momentum swipes can I miss? Basically on like every attack we trigger it, right? Almost every attack except for that one. Oh, I did not apparition. I love throwing. Time Fissure. Let's start getting more max HP off this thing. Darn. Wow! Very strong preparation. Preparation is probably really good with all this extra energy that I have. Sweet. Uh... 24 damage. That's a lot of damage. It's my drain time. That's my preparation! What the heck, man? Hey! Wow. Wow, damage, wow. So much damage. So we don't have any extends. So I feel like this Seraphim form is maybe, like, overkill when we have 3 apparitions. So it's like Time Walk. We can get another Divine Aura. What if we just had 2 Divine Aura pluses and we resolve both of them? That's, like, probably pretty good, right? We're just gonna resolve both of them and have a bajillion, bajillion, squillion Divine Aura procs. Now we just need a Divine Wrath. Bogus! That's the wrong order! Sequencing, bro! What is this sequencing? I'm supposed to get the Babungus before I get the Calling Bell, which means that I block the curse. What the heck is this? Also, like, double curse in Babungaboris, and then Shovel is pretty bad. 2 Divine Auras means you can easily infinite as long as you remove, like, 20 cards from your deck. Well, that's never gonna happen. Don't worry, if we find a Grimoire, we can definitely be on the exile my entire deck plan. Okay, late shop plus Bonfire before Elite. It's like, our deck's already pretty strong, so I feel like I don't want to do anything in Act 3. It's, like, not important. Sequencing. Wow, so much sequencing that turn. We get 6 block a turn with our rare power. We get Orichalcum. Well, actually, this plus Orichalcum is 12 block a turn. We have, like, no other suspend cards? Probably not. Two normalities. Can I afford 2 normalities? Oh my god, we can actually afford 2 normalities because there's 2 shops. Wait, we had to do... Whoa! Synergy! We didn't even need to remove them! That's crazy. That's wild. I think I'm gonna take the inspiration, because our blocking is still not very good. We're gonna upgrade that, probably. Should I draft another block card because our blocking isn't very good? I can take this Hopeful Plea. I feel like there's a good chance that I just die against this if I draw very poorly. I was about to click fight by accident. You forgot about Bagungus so quickly. Well, because normally it doesn't do anything. Bagungus was good in the, like, one case where Bagungus was good. How was I supposed to remember that Bagungus was good in the only case where Bagungus was good? Oh my god, so I have Time Sickness 1, but because I drew a card off of the prayers answered, it compensated for the Time Sickness. Oh my god! It's like a 2-card synergy. See, now we're thinking with portals. And then this turn, I could have played another Time Sickness card because my card has Retain. Which means that I'm technically drawing another card next turn by having these Retain cards in my hand. Preparation actually, like, explicitly says you draw, like, an extra card, so... It's like sacrificing a draw now to compensate for a draw later. Holy shit. That's crazy. This character is crazy. Am I taking, like, 6 damage off of playing this Manifest Chasers? Probably not, right? Wow. Banner, Swirl, Maintain Leyline, Guardian Protocol. Guardian Protocol helps with blocking. Our blocking is still not incredible. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. If I got the other 2 payoff cards for this, then Banner Swirl is a lot of block. Banner Swirl also helps hide apparitions. I don't know. This is about the point where I go, like, I don't know if I have too many cards or not. Because we certainly have a lot of cards. Yeah. Like, hides Apparition, hides Divine Aura, hides Sanctuary, hides Formless Rapiers. These are all, like, pretty good. I'm just gonna pick this card. And upgrade Inspiration. I maybe didn't want to hide the Chasers, now that I think about it. Hey, don't you see the Babungabori? Babungabori. It's on the screen. It's right there. My deck size is huge, so if I have 2 momentum swipes, that's kind of nice. Like, not reshuffling ever. A second Sanctuary is also kind of nice. Pantograph is nice. We could buy basically everything because we have 7 bajillion gold. 3 momentum swipes, is that the call? We finally picked this Dimension Walker. Do I have skills I want to upgrade? Apparition, any of the block cards. Take another Sanctuary. Take another Sanctuary. Damage reduction 2 versus Awakened 1. Okay, we probably want to make sure we resolve a, like, resolve our drain time. Wow. Well, that's annoying. So Creatures is still in the deck. I guess we can always draw, like... We have 8 energies, so if we draw, like, Sanctuaries and blocks... I guess maybe I also wanted another, maybe I wanted another plant card. No Bragungus to save you. Yeah, unfortunately. Should probably just be chilling versus this guy. I say as I play like 7 billion momentum swipes. Dredge. I think the turn is probably kind of hard. Wait, do you have a mod of yourself? Sorry, was that a while ago? Welcome, Nep Nep. Yes. So I made this mod. I also made Flag Bearer 1. This is the second Flag Bearer. This is the second one. I think I wanted another plant card, so maybe this Flag Throw is good. Alright, solve this curse. Orange pellets. Does orange pellets get rid of anything? It's probably just good, right? Can I do anything silly with orange pellets? I can cleanse the time sickness off reorganize. I mean, it seems worth it by itself. Oh, you're right. I actually think Feather was worth, but I, like, wrote it off immediately. I think the only other mod I've seen someone make of themselves is Anastasia Shion. Yeah, I played that mod. I reviewed that mod on stream something like 2 years ago. That live stream has like 3K views or something insane. It has some stupid amount of views on it, and then like the entire start of that stream is me just being like a booba. Wow, a booba. I'm just like, wow, guys. I wonder why. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have particularly nice design insights to say about like what was happening in that mod because I felt like it was overly complicated. Like there were like way too many moving parts that made it not feel like it was Slay the Spire, but you know, there are people who enjoy that mod, and I think that like it's one of those things where it's like if you want to pay the upfront cost to like understanding how this works, it's probably fun. But I felt like it was a little too far removed from like the standard gameplay of Slay the Spire to be like reasonable. Okay. Am I resting or recalling? Oh, I wanted to upgrade this Divine Aura so that I could have two upgrade Divine Auras. That also means I'm not resting at the next thing. Well, we're not resting anyways, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm suggesting I'm gonna rest when I have 36 max HP. As someone who played it years later, it's gotten more complicated. Yeah, I mean, like, there are some people who are into that, I guess, but, like, I think that Spire... The complexity of Spire comes from the fact that everything is so simple. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I've been playing, like, a lot of Silent recently, and the thing is, like, Silent isn't really that complicated. Like, all the cards just kind of do the stuff that they say that they do, but that makes it, like, a really, really complicated character, right? I think that on the flip side, Shion is like, well, if you get 20% damage modifier on your third activation of, like, your fifth thing that procs and then you do a backflip into the next act after, like, time walking to a different dimension, you know what I mean? So it's like, they're just, like, different games, I think. You know what I mean? And certainly, like, you can do that in a mod if that's what you want to do, but, like, I wasn't a huge fan. So, I don't recall exactly what I said, but I definitely remember being, like... I don't know if this is Slay the Spire mod. Something along those lines. I think my actual only, like, criticism was that, like... Because it's not, like, a criticism, because, like, you're allowed to do percentage modifiers as you want. But I remember the only actual, like, core insight that I felt like was real and, like, I can stand by without needing to, like, finagle too much is that, like, granularity is very complicated. It's unclear that people like granularity except for games where granularity is valuable, like something like Dwarf Fortress. But, like, Slay the Spire is a very non-granular game. Like, when you get 99 strength on Ironclad, you have 99 strength. Like, congratulations, right? So, yeah, it's... The mod was not very understandable, as Poi is pointing out. Because it's just like, it was just, like, far too... There's so many levers and dials and granularness to it and, like, complexity and whatever, so... But hey, that can be fun for some people. think that it's important to like acknowledge that even if I make a design argument that like over complexity and like granularity, or like granularity in a system that didn't inherently have granularity to it, are like design arguments that I can make. But the reality is that, like, you know, if you've made a gameplay experience that is fun, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, that happens all the time. And it seemed like there are a lot of people who really like that mod, so I don't want to bash it too much. Oh shit, am I dead? No, I'm not. Thank goodness. I was concerned for a second. Yeah, it's like a lot of... But I think the problem for me is that, like, I end up getting too... I get too entrenched in making simple things, which I think is a problem too. Like, I don't do anything that's too, like, over the top. You could say, like, my designs become boring then. I take a second inspiration. Am I upgrading it? No, because I'm recalling. Just taking HP. I guess second inspiration versus awakened one is also not super great. Do I heal 9? 7, I guess. 7 is fine. Yeah, how is your day going otherwise? This came out of nowhere about, like, design stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to come out of nowhere. That's my bad, bro. Taking the 1 damage there was maybe unnecessary. Oh man, it's already 3 o'clock. Dang. Oh dang. Oh gorsh. Was I supposed to draw there? I think I wasn't supposed to draw there and I drew there anyways. Funny bug. My day's pretty good, just waiting for a friend to hop on and decided to see if I could find some modded Slay the Spire to watch in the meantime. Rare occurrence. Is it? Do people not really play modded Slay the Spire? Like play mods and stuff like that? Because I used to do a series called Design the Spire where I played mods to like do design critique, but I kind of like put that series on hold. And I wanted to, like, start it up again for Slay the Spire 2. Downfall sometimes. Yeah, I'm not huge on the Downfall mod either. I think the thing is that, like, the base characters in this game are just, like, so good that, like, you just don't need to play modded stuff. Because, like, the vanilla characters are just so good that you never need to play mods. You have effectively infinite depth playing the starter characters. Okay. Feel free to throw the run. Yeah, we could. Bolstering board. Yeah, it's like I don't have to go at 3. I just like wanted to get some stuff done before I left for FNM. Am I upgrading Seraphic Barrage? Am I resting and taking... I'm recalling because I'm gonna not forget to recall. Okay. Sweet. I think Downfall is also generally too complex. Each of them have so much going on with their special ability. Too complex for me, at least. Yeah. Downfall might as well not be modded. It's Vanilla Plus. Yeah, I mean, I think it was like, what? It was like one of the first bigger mods or something, so it kind of was like adopted into the stuff pretty easily because it was using like base game material. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. To get rid of these like cultists. Add the sanctuaries for next turn. I don't want to draw a card off of this Formless Rapier, and I don't want to play any more cards. Yes. Yeah, if you want to check out the mod, it's on the workshop. It was released recently. I had to fix 2 bugs today, so if there are bugs, I apologize, but yeah, the character is kind of like a control-based, slow, grindy character that eventually takes over the game with like powers and temporary buffs you give yourself. Like haste is a temporary buff. It just gives you 2 strength, and then you have a downside when you run out of that duration. There are other duration powers, like I don't have any in my deck, I don't think, but there's like passive block, passive damage, stuff like that. So you can give it a try. Give the Flag Bearer a try. I'm kind of calling it the beta for what I wanted to do in Slay the Spire 2. Because one night I just had like a lot of time and ended up like having a lot of design thoughts of things that I wanted to change, because Flag Bearer 1 ended up just being Watcher. Like I just made Watcher, but again. Me, who's currently playing Watcher, but again, right now. Wow. It would sure suck if I had to fight Time Eater, huh? I'm gonna not be greedy. Ah, I could have played those. Pity 2. That's a lot of damage. Two momentum swipes and 2 divine aura seems like a synergy with Ornamental Fan. Yeah, 3 attacks. It's just like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Every turn it's 1, 2, 3. Me waiting for a 7 billion Seraphic Bolt triggers to resolve. No! That shuffled away the momentum swipes. I'm trash. So we're not gonna fight Time Eater. We're just not gonna get Time Eater. We don't get Time Eater and everything's gonna be fine. Let's go! The only way they could stop me was by sending Time Eater, and they did not do that. The fools! The fools! They know not what they have done. Oh, fuck. Momentum swipe count +2. Do I get +2s every time I miss a momentum swipe? Guys. I mean, I feel like Donudeka is the easiest boss in general, right? Like, is there any character that specifically struggles with Donudeka? The difference is lesser, and Silent can struggle if you don't have decent damage. Yeah, I could see that. Also, it's like hard to get your poison going because they have artifact, right? Let's go! I would like to upgrade. I was thinking of upgrading Seraphic Barrage, but so that I can draw more cards. But excuse me. I wonder if I just dig. Maybe I get a good relic. What if I get a good relic off of this shovel? I can also upgrade Sanctuary. 2 damage reduction is good versus bullets on the hard turn, where there's bullets. I actually kind of like that. I guess Medkit is good. I don't know if I take any of the rest of this. Violence is probably good. Violence can potentially get me Formless Rapiers. Or Momentum Swipes to dump for my Formless Rapiers. Or Flash of Steel, which just draws a card. I think I can take it on the basis of just Flash of Steel as draw a card. And Formless Rapiers 99% of the time draw a card. That makes sense. Any other things that I should sell? I think we put that there. It's a banner swirl. We hold Hopeful Plea. And we block this turn. I think it might mean that I don't draw Sanctuary. We play the Hopeful Plea. I guess I can Flash of Steel and then play this. Then we hope it goes back in the correct order that I can draw Sanctuary. It actually didn't matter. Tough Luck Digging was a Shuriken guaranteed. I don't know if I understand. Would I have actually gotten a Shuriken? Because that would have been dope. I can Preparation into Reorganize. We don't draw Reorganize. It's a lot of damage. Dang. I did not check to see how much damage that was. Do I kill this thing? I could just, like, play safe for an Apparition, but... you know what? I didn't do the math. How much is it? So this is... this is 2, 10, 10, 15, or 10 plus 15? So 25 plus 3 times 5 is 15 marks. I think that's like enough damage. It's like kind of close. But if I'm wrong, I take 48. But if I'm right, it dies. Okay, yeah, it wasn't even close. Okie dokie. So we do have a Centennial Puzzle. Do I want to draw cards right now? I don't think I have a say in the matter. If I play any cards, I will draw. So I'll just take the damage. If I draw 2 less cards next turn and I don't have an answer, then I just die, so I probably don't play this. I don't actually want the banner swirl. Oh, I could have played the chase just because I had ornamental fin. Seems bad. Seems less than ideal. Oh! Gas. Gasoline. Guess that's like, what is my plan for blocking here? Because I could just, like, not block and then play this Divine Aura. Or I could try to draw past the Brainstorm and then find a block card. It's like, I kind of want to block. But my block is like 5 off of Retrace, which just isn't super good. If I play 1, then I could maybe draw Barrier, or Hopeful Plea, or Temporal Step, or Banner Swirl. Banner Swirl lets me hide the Divine Aura if I find it. We found Temporal Step. It's a lot of damage. Am I dead? That probably doesn't block enough. I mean, we have the locket. Just don't know what I'm doing next turn if I lock it. $18 for oh, it's 3 beat. So I think this is actually worse than if I just yeah, that was worse than if I just played the thing. I think. Whoops. Well, we're dead. It's too bad. My favorite part about playing Flagbearer is just how much we just like choke at the heart. Playing Reorganize would have given a permanent strength up. Yeah, off of the strength down or something. Yeah, I think we like couldn't play the Reorganize earlier. And then our blocking, you know, is significantly weaker versus the heart. Yeah. I think just like blocking is hard, you know what I mean? Maybe I should have picked the Seraphim form a long time ago as a solution for the heart. But I think we like acknowledged that our block game plan was not very good, and that we never really fixed it. What we were actually hoping to do in that fight was to, like, resolve our 2 divine auras and then kill it. And then we were not able to do that. So... And then we just, like, didn't draw Sanctuary at the right time. We drew Sanctuary on the bullet turns, it would have been really nice, and then we just, like, didn't do that, so... It was an odd time to do so, but you did intentionally throw the run. What the heck? What the heck? I did not do anything of the sort. Did not do anything of the sort. Damn, that deck was sweet, though. It had all of the goods. Where's my compendium? Stats? Not character stats. Run history. Yeah, we just had all the gas. Yeah, the violence was pretty loose, but it wasn't bad. I guess we, like, drew it when it was bad. Yeah. Just no block. Not enough block. Need more block. Yeah, but that's going to be it for today. So I'll say, hey, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support as always. I guess we're playing Epic 7 tomorrow for like a couple of hours because Rance gave me $20, so don't look forward to that. I don't know what you're supposed to accomplish in a gacha game in 2 hours, but like, you know, like $20 is $20. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Bye.